Welcome back. Congrats to Italy. They won the Euro 2020. Yay! I know that a lot of you are from America. But yeah, but Euro 2020. Finally, the English are silent. I know I live in England, I just don't support them. I think they're too arrogant for this, okay? Today we're gonna do this little liquid animation inside Krita because I saw a similar tutorial but in another program, and I thought, hey, we can do exactly the same thing but here and for free. So yeah, let's I'm gonna show you the animation first and we're gonna get into this. So let's go. This is my Krita here, and I'm gonna walk you through what you need to do. Why I'm like this, I don't know. So this is my animation, right? Let me just play this. Look, there's a blob, there's a liquid coming out of nowhere, transforms into this bear. Your liquid animation does not have to do exactly the thing, but I'm gonna explain the principle that you can follow to get to this effect. And one of the principles, one of the main stuff is to first create a new layer. On that layer, obviously name your layers first of all, and try to make a trail line. Try to make a line that will show your direction of your animation. My case, this is my line. I didn't record this on video because I was like, I'm gonna show them the time lapse of this. I have locked this layer, and this layer also has the opacity of 30%. If I up the opacity, you will see this is the color that I'm using, and this is the amazing line. My idea was, because I had a bear, right? I have a dancing bear. I am not a furry, so shut up. And no, I don't like that much bears. I just have to design this character, I guess. And that it's a bear, and that's how it is. Okay, so so I first did the dance. I wasn't very happy with the dance, but then I said, okay, so I know where my liquid will end up. Now I need to know how the liquid will get there, and this is this line for. So it's important to make your life easier. Draw a line, a directional line, so you can follow on that line where you want your liquid to go and how you want your liquid to act. And it's basically frame animation. Let me just load this again. And where's my blob? Oh, there's my blob. Here's my blob. I'll go back. If I play this, here's my blob. Now my blob goes into this bear. The bear starts dancing like this. Here's a video of how I did make the blob. Where's the blob? Blob. So this is how I start. I made my trail line, and on that trail line, I start drawing the liquid animation. And it's it's not that complicated if you think about it. You just grab a brush, you make a new layer that will be on top. Also, if you're smart, you name your layer, not like me, because it's the default name of the layer, but whatever. And you start animating. As you see, my trail line is on the bottom. I have the bear here, so I can see not just where my liquid animation to end, but how to transform from a blob to a bear. And if I fast forward here, there we go, this looks like a penis. Okay, never mind. So come on. So as you see, my animation just goes down. It goes like a little puddle. Shut up, phone. Pretty straightforward. If you see, I just make a new a new keyframe over here, and I start drawing the liquid animation, and slowly that liquid animation is turning into this shape of this character. Amazing ear over there. Great. Okay, so this is my video for you. Pretty straightforward. Now, how we got rid of the lines? Well, there's a bunch of ways you can do that. I'm going to demonstrate this because I have like two layers right now. Behind my trail, this is my final animation. On the bottom layer, what I did is I grabbed my main animation layer with the liquid, and I just hit the right button and I just copied that layer. And then I hit the right button again and I pasted that layer. So I have two layers that are acting the same. They pretty much have the same thing on them. And once I had that, I can have the lower layer to have a little blur effect. Either way, you can go to right button, either from the layer styles, and you can add some outer glow, or you can just, it's a bit more consuming way to do that, but on each of the frames you can go again, make sure you're on the right layer, and you can go to filter, and then you can go to blur, and then Gaussian blur. Then you can maybe do this. You can see the effect. I can hit OK, but the effect, if I go to the next frame, it won't be there. So I have to do this manually by hitting Control and F. And I have to do that for every single frame that you see here. Now I mentioned how we're gonna get rid of the lines, even though that I did record this and then I deleted it. So I'm gonna make a new layer just to demonstrate that for you. Let's say this is my animation here, and this is one of the frames, right? How to get rid of the lines? Well, first of all, it's good if I'm going to use a different color. First, I can fill up inside. So I can grab the fill tool, which I lost. There we go. Here's the fill tool. I can fill up here. Well, if I click twice, you see that it kind of breaks it, right? So hit Control and Z. You can have the two options open. If you don't have them, just go to settings, dockers, and then find the two options, which is over here, and then we'll pop up somewhere. These are the two options, right? So the two options work as the way they sound like. They are options for the tools that you select. So whatever tool you select from here, you will have two options on the side. And my fill tool has these options, so I'm gonna keep them actually, because I'm not gonna bother with them right now, because this is fine. If you see a little gaps, then maybe the best way is to like those kind of little gaps. If I zoom in a lot, like you can see them. But overall, I usually grab my brush tool and I go around. Now, once your liquid frames are filled like this, it's easier to change all the color of the frames. Very easy. Okay, you just grab your fill to change the color you want. Let's say this is the color I want, and you can either like start obviously filling them up one by one, but it's not working quite well. So what you can do is Control and Z, obviously. You can take that animation layer that you have with all the fill keyframes. You can click the right button and you can put that animation layer into a group, but not any group, but the quick clipping group. So once you do that, it will pop up a mask layer. Now hide your drawing, and on the mask layer you can color with your fill tool the color you want. So I'm gonna color with this color. Now nothing really happens because we don't see it, because this is our mask layer. But if I reveal the drawing behind, it's already being colored. And if I have more keyframes over here, all of these frames will be colored with the same color. So that's very effective. And this is pretty much what I did. If I delete this, this is what I did for this particular animation. I just first did them with simple lines, then I colored them in, and then I just changed the color with a clipping mask. And at the end, I did end up merging the group, whatever the group I had here with the lines and the color, merging it together to have one simple layer. Then I duplicate that layer, as you see here, blur, blob, and blob. The blur, blob, blob. I decided to almost put some blur to have this outside the drawing. So if we go to brushes, hit Control to grab the color, and I can actually fix this. If you see little gaps here and there. So if I play this, as you see, it's going in this weird direction and then transforms into this character. But that wouldn't be possible if I haven't had my trail guidelines layer that I created here. This line that helps me animate based on it. So if we play very slow, you will see how this goes based on the line, and then it's transforms into something else. But this is a great way how you can animate your liquid animations inside Krita. It is frame by frame. You can do the exact same thing in any other program, but in this one you can do that for free. And the effect is really cool. And I was going to show you that you can behind this as well. You can do this and you can add extra effects to this, even if you don't have this build-up. I know that a lot of you are having trouble with the build-up, that you cannot export. Oh my god, here everywhere. You cannot export your animations because of that build-up. There's a way you can export your animations, right? If what is it? So let's say what I did is I removed the background layer. I have hidden my background layer, and I'm gonna first export my liquid animation because I want to add extra effects to that liquid animation, and I can export this whole animation in image sequence. So you go to File and Animation, and you can make a separate folder the way I did here. I have two folders. One of them is for the liquid, and I export that as liquid, which if I open this somewhere, the idea is to export your animations in image sequence. And that's what I did. And you don't have to have the builder for that. So once I have those separate animations, I have the block animation, as you see, it's on the separate images, separate images. The dancing bear is also on the separate images, it's in a separate folder, and I can put them here in the picture resolve. If and I added a couple of effects. How to add your image sequence in the picture resolve is by selecting your first frame, holding shift, and selecting your last frame, and you can just put it here. Now nothing will change because I already have my bulk animation, which is over there, which is over here, right? If I drag it to my timeline, it will pop up over here. Now this one is kind of very it's a little bit fast. The reason this animation here is fast because if I go to my Krita, here you will see that my frame rate is 12 frames per second, which is a bit slow. Usually your animations, they should be on 24 frames, but I decided to animate a bit slower, so I have to change the frame rate over here, right button. If I go to change click speed, and from frame rate per second, you can put 12 frames based on the frame rate you animate it on. You can put it here, and you can fit your animation. So this is let's just play this. This is how it goes. There we go. Now if I hide this, because I already have it on this side, and I'm gonna play this for you. It has a little effect to it. It has this flicker animation, to flicker effect to this animation particularly. And if you go to filters, and there's glow, and there's add flicker, once you add it, drag and drop them, right? Go to effects, and you will have the flicker option, and also you will have the glow option, which I didn't quite did well with that, but you can see the difference. There's a tiny flicker there, and obviously the bear that I copied and pasted a couple of times, he's apparently dabbing. I don't know. You don't have to do the bear. You don't have to do the bear animation, but the liquid animation is very straightforward, and you can do that even in Krita. And then if you want to be more fancy, you can add some flickering and other effects. You can use any other program that you have as a video editing program. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And yeah, until then, bye.